Hello, everyone, and welcome to Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. I'm Honest Abe, and today we're going to be taking a deep dive into Ethiopia's Sudanese sea trade timing push. Now, this is not a rush. The goal of the strategy is not to get units in our enemy base as soon as possible, but rather create a significant mass of units in Age 2 to be able to catch our opponent off guard or catch them in a quick FF and secure the win. So at the start of the game, you're going to put all villagers on one of your livestock, and you're going to get your livestock market down kind of near TC and put your livestock on it. Now, when the livestock are on it, they're going to fatten. And you want them to fatten because they can be sold from the livestock market for either wood or coin. You're also going to be placing a granary. What this does is improves your villagers from nearby hunts. It attracts hunts to it, so it prevents animals, deer, caribou from running away. And it has the tech equivalent of the hunting dog, which is very good. You're also going to be exploring the map with your explorer, trying to collect those good treasures. Get that granary up, get villagers in queue, and you're going to wait till you can sell a cattle, a livestock, for 150 wood. As soon as it hits 150, you want to sell it. And you're going to do two things. Sell 150 wood. You're going to get the tech village dogs, which increases your villagers' gather rate of food. And you're going to build a hut, which is the equivalent to your house. So you can keep producing villagers. You want to produce around 15 to 13 villagers, depending on food treasures and who you're playing, stuff like that. Generally, I find 13 is best. Sometimes you can do 14. And if you're really feeling more eco-heavy, you can go 15. But the goal of the strategy is to age up and get a forward base down quickly and get Gescenya production. So our first card in Age 1 is going to be the 2 villagers and 1 Abun. And I will have a list in the description of all the cards that I send in order. As you can see, it collected a nice little 35 food here. Stole it from him, which was really nice. Little mental victory. Game's obviously not over, but, boost my confidence in the match, even though it wasn't worth much. Always be trying to steal treasures from your opponent, no matter what they are worth. Keep exploring with your explorer. Keep producing villagers. Keep all villagers on food until you get 800 food to age up. So the first card has come in. It is the Abun and 2 villagers. The Abun can heal units. He can also build mountain monasteries on silver mines, which is what we're going to be doing with him once we get 150 wood during age up. But until then, we don't really have a use for him, so just go explore. Maybe find another hunt, maybe another safe hunt back here, or another big treasure, or just explore more of the map. You can see we are almost at the age up, and as soon as we click up, we're going to pause it. Clicked up to Age 2. At this stage, all my villagers are going to go to wood, and we clicked up with the Sudanese. You always want to age up. If you're doing the Sudanese Sea Trade Rush, you always want to age up with the Sudanese. This gives you access to a tech from the Mountain Monastery, which you will see me get here in a few minutes. Also during age up, you want to be exploring with your explorer. Try to find the enemy base. Try to get a sense of what they're doing, what they plan to do for the game. You see them exploring, see a hunt here, find their second hunt. I see another hunt here. I'm going to go south of their base to try to figure out where other hunts are. Do they have any other weird buildings placed somewhere hidden? Right? Try to figure out what your opponent's doing. And depending on who you're playing against, you might be able to find, maybe they're going for some sneaky strategy or something like that. So always be exploring, trying to figure out what your opponent is doing. So we got the 150 wood. So we place the mountain monastery on the silver mine with the Abun. Now what this mountain monastery does is it gathers coin at a 0.65 rate, and it gathers influence at 0.22. And the Abun also gathers at the same exact rates, which is really good. So during age up, you want to gather 150 wood for the mountain monastery, 100 wood for a hut, and 100 wood for the upgrade to the Age 2 tech equivalent to steel traps. So 150 wood for Mount Monastery, 100 wood for the hut, 100 wood for the granary food upgrade. Now, you can see here, I sent 3 villagers next to my town center not doing anything. That is not a mistake. That was on purpose. And I want them to collect this influence as soon as I age up. Aging up with the Sudanese gives you 300 influence, and you want to gather that as quickly as possible because you want to get the tech from the mountain monastery, which the Sudanese allows you to get the Red Sea Trade. That's going to give you 2 builder wagons, which you're going to use as a forward base to start spamming unit production and putting pressure on your opponent. You also get a mountain monastery wagon, which you're going to put on another silver mine, and you get a native embassy wagon, or they're equivalent to a native embassy wagon, which allows you to build certain Sudanese units, in this case, Sudanese dervish. So you get the royal embassy wagon, that's what it's called, and you're going to put it as forward as possible because that's where you want your first base to be, your forward base. You want to be as close as you can so you can start getting units in their base, start pressuring. Your first card in H2 is going to be Big Benny, which is a fully fattened cow, which you're going to be able to sell for approximately 600 wood from your livestock market, which you're going to use to fuel Gescenya production. So as you see, spamming that Red Sea Trade. Get that and keep all villagers on food. Keep building villagers, keep villagers in queue, and put all villagers on food. Remember, you go to another hunt, build a granary. I'm coming up here shortly. I will build a granary at this hunt as well. So my royal embassy is down. I have my explorer in his base trying to figure out what he's doing. You see, I see the palace builder going down. I'm going to try to do a little damage before it goes up. But now I kind of know he's probably trying to go either fast fortress or some type of boom strategy. So I know I could go aggressive and put this, look how close this is. Put it as close as possible. You can see my forward base and their TC in the same screen. So Big Benny has come in and I have sold him for 600 wood. And I used 200 of that wood to put down 2 houses because you need to have the population to build units. And I'm going to use the rest of it to fuel Gescenya production, which costs food and wood. So my second card in H2 is going to be 700 wood, which again is going to be used to fuel Gescenya production. Keep all villagers on food. Get those hunts, as you see, we're going out at this hunt, and start spamming units from your war camps. I even wanted to take this hunt, so that way he could not get it. We got a Sudanese dervish here. And now we're just waiting for our Gescenya pop. Still have villagers in queue. Now, if you have extra coin, you can use your coin to buy livestock from your livestock market, which then you can sell later. So if you're not going to use your coin, it's always a good idea to buy livestock from your livestock market and use them to sell to get wood. So we got a villager kill there, which is really nice. Right, kind of stayed to hang around just a little too long, taking shots from the TC in the fort. And I decide, yeah, I'm gonna burn a house. I killed a villager. I'll burn a house. I'm gonna be happy about that. Keeping Gescenya production, keeping all villagers on food. See, we have plenty of wood stockpiled. There's more Gescenya. Trying to put the pressure on to throw him off his game and potentially win the game. So our third card in H2 is going to be the second Big Benny, which again, we're going to use to sell for either coin or wood. I'm looking for trying to get a sneaky villager raid. Don't find anything. Got a house. I got a villager. I'm happy with that. Again, all villagers stay on food. Keep your food production going. Keep your food production. He had aged up here. He got a very quick age up. And he got some units, which he tried to catch me off guard with, but I came in with a reinforcing batch of Shoto Warriors, which are going to help clean up these units here. A really nice find and catch by me. Now, your Shoto Warriors are a nice unit to mix in with your Gescenya if they go heavy infantry. They are the equivalent to Coyote Runners. They're your Hussars at age 2. Obviously, they're not nearly as good as Hussars, but they're cheaper. They're 1 pop. And they are good in mass. If you can get 15 or 20 of them, they will do very well, especially against heavy infantry. Again, keeping our Gescenya production. Keeping our villager production, as you can see. There we go. I got my villager. It was a little delay. Don't worry about that. That's okay. Just try to make sure to remember, get your villagers in queue. Our next card is going to be 6 Gescenya. You can either go 6 Gescenya, 6 Shuttle Warriors. You can upgrade the damage or your hit points of the Gescenya. You can go 700 Influence to try to go into the Cannoneers. You can also go Coin. You can go Wood. There's a lot of different things you can do here depending on the game. I wanted to push in for a push against this fort because he's age 3. I don't want him to get any kind of massive units before I do some damage. So I wanted the extra units to come in as we're making this base. Again, we're keeping units built in queue, and I've decided I want to take this fort down. So I might lose a few, but I want to burn it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to siege it down, keeping villager production in queue, trading our livestock when we need to. There's the second big Benny was sold. We have that 500 wood. We're going to burn this down, and we're going to back up. Back up. You see, we're still building Dervish from our royal embassy as well, using the influence that we slowly gain. Now, he is age 3. I'm age 2. But look at the scores. We are up. The key is knowing when to push in and when to retreat. Do some damage, retreat. Get a villager in a house, retreat. Get the fort, retreat. Win a battle, retreat. You don't have to necessarily go all in. Slowly but surely whittle down your opponents for that final push. The next card is going to be the Shuttle Warriors. I sense that I have the advantage. I sense that I need to end this game soon. Because if you take too long, your opponent will be able to get a good mass, will be able to use that age 3 to their advantage. So I'm trying to get some Shuttle Warriors to be able to counter whatever heavy infantry he has. And now I'm just kind of waiting. I'm just kind of waiting for this final timing push. All the villagers are still on food. And now we have no more livestock. So when you get to the point in the game when you have no livestock, you can transfer some villagers onto wood or coin, depending on what you want to build. There come those warriors. Another batch. So we have a nice batch of 19 plus the 6 that are coming. So we have 25. And we have 26 Gescenya. So we have a good mix. He got another fort up. That's okay. Come. Get your villager there. Floor. Nice XP. I know he has units somewhere. I'm not sure where. I'm trying to keep my units close together. So that way, if his units come, we can take the fight. And there they are. His units come. I'm going to take down this fort a little before, so I might need the whole fight. And then we engage. Trying to get my warriors onto his heavy infantry, using my Gescenya to take down these knights. As you see, we just have the superior mass. I'm using my market at this point to sell and buy because I sense this game is coming to a close because I just took another really good fight. I took down another fort. So it's just a matter of time at this point before he calls the GG. And the game is going to be over. So he calls the GG. We win the game. Take a look at his deck real quick. Take a look at the post game. We had more resources. We had a lot more military. And go to villager count. We had more villagers. So there it is. That is Ethiopia's Sudanese Sea Trade Rush. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.